So, hello everyone, this is Miss Turner, and I'm going to be talking to you today about locating, comparing, and ordering integers. Now remember, integers are positive and negative whole numbers, and they also include 0. So students will know how to locate, compare, and order integers using a number line. Students will understand how to locate, compare, and order integers using a number line. And students will be able to locate, compare, and order integers using a number line. So that is our KUB, that is our learning objective, and what we'll be doing today. So on this second slide, you'll see LCO, which stands for locate, compare, and order. And again, what we're going to be doing today. Also, you'll see the clever icon. What you need to do is click the clever icon to get through today's lesson. Let me know if you have trouble logging in. So you click the link. Once you click the link, you're going to type in your school name, Plummer Middle School. When you type that in, your page looks a little different from mine, so you're going to find my name, E. Turner. You're going to click it. Then you're going to click the third icon that says Holt McDonald Online. McDougal Online. It's a white and blue icon. Once you click it, it's going to open up, and this is what yours is going, well, yours is going to look a little different, but you should have a student online edition and a student edition resources and my notebook. What we're going to look at specifically today is the student online edition. Once you click that, it's going to open up. It might not open up to this page, so if it doesn't, what you're going to do is click the top and you're going to type in 1-3. We're going to page 13 today. So it'll load your page as soon as you press enter. Okay? If you have trouble getting to this spot, please send me a message as soon as possible because this is what we're going to be using to go over the lesson. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see better. And so again, we're going to be talking about comparing and ordering integers. Our essential question, or our question of the day, is how do you compare and order integers? So on this slide or on this page, you see it's the same exact thing as the third slide. However, I want you to do your work on the Google slide, and not in your textbook. We will be using the textbook, but not until the next page. So we're going to talk about comparing positive and negative integers. So the question says, the Westfield Soccer League ranks its teams using a number called the win-loss combined record. A team with more wins than losses will have a positive combined record, and a team with fewer wins than losses will have a negative combined record. The table shows the number of wins and losses, or win-loss combined record for each team at the end of the season. So I have a table, and I have my first row is the team row, so it's the names and the letter. My second row is the win-loss combined record, so what their number is for the end of the season. What I'm going to do is take each of these blue points and I'm going to plot them on the line. So my first blue point is 0, so I'm going to plot it on 0. That was for the Sharks. For the Jaguar, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. A told us to graph the win-loss combined record for each team on the number line. That's why I'm moving my points. Okay, Jaguars was at 4. Oopsies. If you mess up, just go back and press the undo button and it'll take you right back. I'm going to graph this. And your mouse might be a little bit smaller than mine, so you'll probably be able to see better. Okay, -4. Made these too small. -6. Remember, your negatives are on the left side of the number line. Your positive numbers are on the right. And -2 for the Hawks. And then 6 for the Wolves. Oops. I'll fix that. Possibly. 6. Okay, so now I have all my points plotted on my number line. Now what I'm going to do is answer the questions from B and C. It says B says, which team has the best record in the league? Well, looking at my number line, I know the negative numbers have smaller values. I know that the positive numbers have larger values. Because remember, negative numbers is like if you're in debt to someone, or if it's really freezing cold temperatures, or if you're like below sea level. Okay. Which team had the best win record in the league? How do you know? So if you have the best win record from wins and losses, that means you're going to have a positive number. You're going to have possibly a large positive number if you're a great team. So I would double click in the text box. I press Control A to select everything, and then I press backspace. I'll say, I think, looking at my number line, 6, we had 6, the Wolves. I think the Wolves has or had the best record because it is the furthest to the furthest to the right, specifically the right, from 0. Because again, when numbers are to the right of 0, they're positive. When to the left of 0, they're negative. Okay, if it goes out of the text box, that's fine. You can resize it if you would like. Okay, then C says, which team had the worst record and how do you know? Well, if the greatest was to the right, then the least has to be to the left. So looking to my left, -6, go back to my table who had -6, the Tigers. So I'd say the Tigers had the worst record because it is furthest to the left of 0. Okay, remember positive right, negative left. So let me write that up here. My left side is negative, and my right side is positive. Okay, now I'm going to show you a vertical number line. Now, a vertical number line, it shows you the same thing as a horizontal line. It's just shown up and down rather than side to side. So I'm going to say this is 0. And think about a thermometer. When the temperature is really high, it's shaded to the top. But when the temperature is really, really low, it's shaded more down at the bottom. Like it doesn't get very high in the thermometer. Okay? So that's the same concept here. So if it's cold, that means my negatives are going to be on the bottom. So -2, -4, and -6. And my warm numbers are going to be on the top. So my positive numbers could go up here. Okay, it's the same information, it just looks a little bit different. I have 6. I'm going to plot my 6. I'm going to plot my -2 down here. I'm going to plot the opposite of -2, which is just 2. Oh, look, I'm plotting another opposite. I had a 6. The opposite of 6 is -6, so I'm plotting my -6. And look, it's still the same distance. So the vertical number line is the same as the horizontal line. It just is up and down instead of side to side, like I said. Okay, now I'm going to click back out of here. I'm going to go back to the textbook. Then I want you to click to the next page. Here, we're going to be talking more about ordering positive and negative integers. It says when you read a number line from left to right, the numbers are in order from least to greatest. Again, one more time. When you read a number line from left to right, so going from left, oops, let's do another color. From left to right, reading that way, you're going from least to greatest. It's automatically ordered from least to greatest for you. Okay? Looking at example 1, it says Fred recorded the following golf scores during his first week at the golf academy. In golf, the player with the lowest score wins the game. So these are Fred's scores throughout the week. You have your day, and you have what he scored in the bottom row. Then it told us to graph Fred's scores on the number line and then list the numbers in order from least to greatest. Remember, like I just said, the number line already shows you from least to greatest, so you just have to copy each point down in order from left to right. Okay? So step 1, we're going to graph the scores on the number line. So he took each point and he graphed it on the number line. Then the next step, step 2, read from left to right to list the scores in order from least to greatest. What I want you to do now is click on the personal math trainer. When you click on that, it's going to open you up to just a couple questions, and it's going to take you step by step on how to do these questions. Okay, you can press view an example and it will do the problem for you and show you what it wants you to do. You can press the video tutor and it'll open up a new tab, and it'll be a video of it'll be a video of a man telling you how to compare, locate, order, and compare integers on a number line. Okay, but I'm just going to do a question with you. So I see a table. It tells me the change in stock price. I see letters and numbers associated with it. It tells me step 1 out of 2. So part 1 out of 2, graph the values in the table on the number line. So I'm going to take these numbers from my table and put them on my number line. A is -4, so I'm going to select A and then select -4. B is 8. I'm going to find 8, select 8 on the number line. Select C, and it's 6, so I'm going to find 6 on the number line. Select it. D is -2, same thing. Find it, select it. E is -7, find it, select it. And F is just 7. Ooh, and that's the opposite of -7. Okay, then I'm going to press check. Okay, it told me I got it right, so now I'm going to do step 2 out of 2. Read from right to left to point read from right to left the points from greatest to least. So we were just talking about least to greatest. Now we're talking about from greatest to least. So I'm going to be reading it the opposite way. I'm going to be reading it from right to left. And this is telling me from greatest to least. Okay, sorry, that was my cat. Okay. It says the changes in the stock price when from greatest to least are, so my largest number, the number furthest from 0 on the right side is 8. And then my second smallest number, which would be the second furthest from 0 on the left side, which is A, is -4. Then I'm going to press check. And awesome, I can go on to the next question. Okay, that's what I want you to do for this page. And then you're going to come back to this Google Slides and you're going to answer this question or these questions. You're going to take the points and you're just going to plot them where they go. Okay, same thing like you did on the slide before. Then you're going to keep going in your textbook. Yeah. Oopsies. And we're going to talk about writing inequalities. That will be the next video. So right now, you need to go back and finish slide number 4.